Hello. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Sue. Hi, Donna Sue. I like your new picture. Hey, Nicole. Hi, Trees. Hi, Della. Hi, Jackie Bates. Hi, Sandy Triplet. Good evening, Jill. Hello, Julie. Hello, Carol. Thank you. Hi, Miss Kathy. Hi, Sheila. How are you all doing today? Hey, hey, Angel. Hi, Miss Edie. How's everybody doing? I hope you have had a good day so far. We are still having beautiful weather here, so we're soaking it up. But a couple of things. So tomorrow, one of these days I'll remember before I get on. So tomorrow I am in an event tomorrow. So I have posted on my page. It's an event. Oh man, that messed up everything. So I'll be an event tomorrow. It's going to be streamed into, well, I'll be on my page, but you can go into the Sparkle Room, and it's going to happen from 10 a.m. Central Time to 10 p.m. Central Time, both days. So Friday and Saturday. At the end of my time, I will be auctioning off my piece, and it's going to be donated to Deb Brown, as her husband has colon cancer. And so unfortunately with that, comes a lot of unexpected expenses. And so we're just trying to help her out. So tomorrow I will not be on though until 1:15. My time slot is 1:15 till 2 o'clock. So 45 minutes, which will be oh so interesting for Terry. So I'll be on at 1:15 tomorrow. Also, hi Judy Stalker. Hi Helena. Hi Ann. So good to see you. Hi Deborah. Hi Deidre. How are you? Hi Helena. Hi Kaylee. Hi Margaret. Hi Betty. Hi Miss Linda. So also Saturday is the first day of the Bunny Box class. Now, I know some of you are messaging me because you haven't gotten your kit, but I have looked and it'll be to you on time. The thing is I didn't get the kits until, I don't remember when it was, but it was just as soon as I got the kits, they went out the next day. So the kits came late, but it's going to get to you all by Saturday. It should be getting to you today or tomorrow. Now, if there's a problem with too many kits, I am all for rescheduling it, but we can talk about that in the Bunny Box class forum. So if anybody's having any problems, I will start a post in the forum. So please be over there and keeping an eye over there. Okay. So, but it looks to me, when I track it, it looks to me like everybody should have it in time, but I can't control the mail, so who knows. Hi, Sharon. Hi, Sheila Teagan. Hi, Lisa Hampton. How are you? Okay, so that's going to be Saturday and possibly Sunday. If we don't need the class on Sunday, you guys will see me at regular time. If we do, you won't. That's where I'll be, is in the Bunny Box class. So, all right, we've got a new project today. Hi, Carol Frost. Yeah, I did see Carol, you received yours today. So, hi, Elizabeth. So today we're going to do something a little different. We're going to do a steampunk bottle. I'll show you what I kind of have in store for you. All right. So I have just a glass bottle that I have primed with bonding primer. I actually put this bonding primer probably on last week, so it's ready, set, go. Here's my vision for this. I don't know how it's going to work, but we'll see. So I have just a regular zipper here that I actually just got. I had to order it on Michael's and have them deliver it because mine wasn't going to get here in time from Amazon, and this is kind of the main thing that I needed. So what I want to do is have the zipper here, like so, right? So we're going to get the zipper on here. We're going to have a bunch of clay work on here with the cogs and gears and whatnot. But coming out of the zipper, and it doesn't even necessarily need to be, I can open it as wide as I need to. Coming out from the zipper, we're going to pick up one of the butterfly steampunks and lift that up from inside of the zipper, and then a bunch of cogs and gears all around it. So, hi, Patty. So there's going to be, hi, Mary Casey. So there's going to be a lot of clay work. Obviously, if I am not on Sunday, we are going to have to finish this, or not even finish it. We'll have to do stuff on Monday because I'm in the event tomorrow. So it'll be a whole nother kind of project for tomorrow. So I know I was thinking about this when I was putting on my jewelry on, like, why are you doing that? Because you're going to have to take it all back off. So let's take off everything. So, all right. So let's get some gloves. So we're going to do a bunch of clay work. I'm going to use some structure paste. I'm going to use some crackle. I'm going to use all the things. We're going to have a bunch of texture on this bottle. I also do have cheesecloth that we're going to put in some fabric hardener and put that on the bottle. So a lot of things. I probably will work on some of it off camera just because there's going to be a lot of moving parts, and you know, we're going to see how it goes. But that's the thing I want. So out of the zipper will be the butterfly. And I'm trying to figure, I guess I'm going to want the zipper down first. So, all right, let's get this base painted. I am going to base paint it black, which, again, I wore my white shirt, which is the same doggone thing I did last time. Hi, Cynthia. Okay. Oh, Sue just put in the link for the butterflies. It is available on my TH Decor. Okay, so typically I would brush this on, but because we're going to be, Papas, can you turn that down a little bit, baby? Because we're going to be putting on a lot of texture anyways, I am just going to dab this all on. I'm going to use my Scrappy Rustics little bottle holder. Not so much that I need it for this, but so it doesn't clink on my glass mat. All right. So we're just going to get that all. What? Oh, that was nice. We're just going to get this all base coated black, and then we will get the zipper on, and then we'll get the, start doing some clay work. Yeah, the last time I did black base paint, I think I had this same shirt on. So, you know, I'm just asking for it to be covered in black. So if we ever do any textile work on a white colored shirt, you'll know it was this shirt, and it was just, we needed to do something to cover up all the black spots. All right, let's, before I turn it to the other side, see all that clinking, clink, clink, clink. That's, so please, if you are interested in one of the bottle holders, please go over to Tracy at scrappyrustics.com. She does have them back in stock, and she's one of our amazing retailers. She actually sent this to me in Happy Mail. I had no idea. And I think she watched a video when I was struggling with one of the roly-polies on my desk. So I thought it was so sweet of her. All right. You either have a secret desire to be a Dalmatian or a zebra. I got the bottle holder at scrappyrustics.com. It's my friend Tracy. Tell her that I sent you. Just put it in the comments that I sent you. But yeah, when I talked to her last, when she sent this, she said that she had them back in stock. So I told her I was gonna tell everybody. All right, let's dry this, and then again, this is just the base. I'm not too worried about it. You just ordered one yesterday? Awesome. Sue just put in the link for you guys for Tracy's website. Now the zipper color is just a gray color. I didn't care about the color of the zipper. I more so was wanting to make sure it was long enough to do what I needed it to do. So as always, top, bottom, middle, and side. So we will just go ahead and get this on and take care of it now. All right. Okay, Della. What happened? Have you guys been up to anything today? Any plans for the weekend? If you're not in the bunny box class, you guys have any plans? I think we're supposed to start getting rain again this weekend, but we'll see. Hopefully it's not too bad, but the last couple of days have been, it's still really chilly in the morning, but it's nice in the day. So, all right. So let's look at this. I actually don't know. I don't even think I mined it. Right. I know that I need it to be. All right, so let's get this bottom. Just use it because it's gonna clink. I'm gonna get this put pretty much here in the middle. So I'm gonna get that down. I just have heavy body gel, and then we'll start working with all the clay and whatnot. So let's get a palette knife. Again, you're gonna have to go to the chat in the bunny box class, and we'll figure out if everybody's gonna get their kit in time. Because I couldn't get it out any quicker. Whoops. Oh, well. I couldn't get it out any quicker than I did. I got it in, and the very next day it went out. So, all right. So I actually don't even think that I want it I kind of don't mind if we have it kind of, you know, not laying flat is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going to nice thing about having gloves on, I don't have to be so clean and particular with. It's also will be held down by, you know, all the stuff that we put on it. But I'm thinking what I want to do is kind of have it. I don't want it just perfectly down is what I'm trying to get at. So if we have a little bit of wave going in there, that's fine. A little bit of lift in some areas. Kind of like maybe the butterfly is going to be, you know, popping out, if you will. Hi, Lucia. Yard work for my best friend. Oh, that's nice of you, Sheila. So it's going to be finicky for a minute because obviously with the zipper, it's not going to want, you know, it wants to lay flat. So I'm not worried about all the heavy body gel, the glue on there, because I'm going to put texture on here anyways. I'll wipe some of it, but I'm not worried about it. And some of the black is actually peeling off, which is whatever. Whatever. Apparently, Trevor won that award. I think I told you guys about the top accounting student. So his professor asked him last night, did you get a notification? Because I guess the vote was deadlocked. Well, not deadlocked. The vote was tied the first time they voted, so they had to do a revote. It was 4-4 last time, and I guess the professor said this time it was 6-2, and Trevor got it. So he's super excited, but not really. He's like, I haven't gotten a notification, so I don't want to, because that's how Trevor is. He, you know, he needs to see it to believe it. And I'm like, Trev, if he, because his professor was one of the ones that voted for him. So I said, well, if he's telling you, you know, I'm pretty sure you got it. And he's like, yeah, but you know, I just want to wait. So, but I'm pretty sure he's good. He got it. All right. So it's kind of in place. It looks like a hot mess. I'm not really worried about it. Again, I just kind of want to be able to work a little more on the inside of that. So yeah, he did really well, y'all. He worked his tushy off. That's for doggone sure. He worked his hiney off. All right, so I'm going to move that aside for just for a minute and let some of that set up on what it has touched. What it hasn't, I'm not worried about. I do, though, let's see. I am going to cut these pieces, though, in the back because I don't need it to go all the way. So let's do that. I don't want, I have fabric hardener here. I just need it to kind of sit where it is. And then I will get it all down. All right. I have fabric hardener for the cheesecloth. It's not that. It's because the zipper, the metal, it doesn't want to, where I'm putting it down, it doesn't want to lay all kind of crazy. But once I get all of the structure paste and whatnot in there, I'll be able to lift it. Yeah, he did. He really, all the stress and hard work that, you know, he was putting up with, because he's always had a full load the entire 4 years. He never let himself just take a break. And even though I kept telling him, like, at some point, son, you're just going to need to, like, give yourself a break, like, let yourself do it. And he was like, nope. So, all right, let's get out some Jovi clay. I'm trying to be careful not to hit my... I know, I really am. So, you know, maybe all the driving antics, you know, obviously it was all worth it, but goodness gracious. This morning, this week, I don't know what it has been about this week, but this week I've been exhausted this week. Like, I went to bed early. Something just fell yesterday. Or no, I didn't go to bed early yesterday. I tried to take a nap yesterday, which that is not a nap here. No. No. Okay, so I do want to... We're going to get out. And now I also do have just regular metal pieces as well that I will use. So I'm trying to pull out some of the... So I also do have metal, real metal, you know, cog pieces that we'll use as well. So it doesn't have, it's not all going to be just the molds, but for the most part. Hey, Trish, maybe, Deborah, maybe, that could be. I didn't even really think about that. Hi, Trish. So I am going to take a little bit of baby oil, a little bit, y'all. Okay. Remember, baby oil is amazing for your molds, but it will do the reverse for you if you put too much in there. So a little bit goes a long way. Some of these are going to probably give me fits to get out, but that's okay. I'm not going to fuss if the gears or whatnot aren't perfectly shaped. So we're going to take a bunch of different sizes. I do use Jovi clay, which is available at my TH Decor. And we're just going to get a bunch of different pieces. Whoa. And these molds are all Finnabair molds. You can always tell by the color of the molds to know which ones are IOD, Prima, Redesign line, and Finnabair and LaBlanche or whatever you're using. Yeah, I personally only use baby oil. I do not like cornstarch in my molds. I don't like how it dries it out. The natural makeup of clay is for it to, you know, crack. And so I just find that using cornstarch draws out that moisture even more, and the cracking is amplified that much more, and I don't like that. So I've been using baby oil for quite a few years. All right, so you guys know I go a little fast with it, but you know, you do you, whatever you need to do to get your molds out. If they're too intricate, you can put them in the freezer, let them sit in there for about 15 minutes, and then you'll be good to go. Just when you take them out, just be a little delicate with them because they will be, you know, be frozen in a sense, and then you'll need to be easy when you're getting them out. So we're just making all different sizes right now. I'm just pushing them all into the molds for right now, and then I'll come in with my palette knife and do a cleanup with them. So I'll see how much I do with you guys, and then probably do a lot of it offline as well. You know what, Sandy? The funny thing is I think you can, but it is available on my TH Decor. And if not, I might have even put it in my Amazon store at one time, because I've been using Joby Clay for a long time, even before we brought it in. All right, so I'm just going to go in with my palette knife. And I'm going to lay it flat to the mold and take off all that excess. All right. Whoa. Flicking clay. If you want to pinch it off, if that's what you're comfortable with, you know, whatever works for you. I've been working with clay for quite a few years, so I know sometimes you guys tell me that I move a little quick, but once you get comfortable with it, it just kind of is muscle memory. Okay. Now, I always say, you know, if you don't like the way the bumpy lumpies are on the back, just dip your finger in water, and then you can just, you know, run it through the backs a little bit and it'll flatten it out. Yeah, I used to get it on Amazon prior to us bringing it in. Like I said, I think I have it in my store. I don't remember anymore because I don't ever buy it there anymore. All right. So once you got your clay in your mold, mold, whatever. I'm going to take a baby wipe and wrap this up while I'm still working with it. And then just flip and roll. Right. Is there another one down there? Oh, there's a couple of them. All right, so we got one. Again, I'm not going to worry about the shapes. If some of them are irregular, I'm not worried about it. So again, this one's at the top, so let's do that. And then flip and roll. If you find they're not coming out for you, you might need to put a little bit more baby oil. If you find that they're coming out too easy and it's actually not setting up for you, I might not have even put baby oil in these. That's why they're not coming out easy. Then you've put too much. It's a very, very fine line, all right, with that baby oil. Hi, Tracy. I don't know. There was something weird going on yesterday, Sharon. Why are you having problems? Is there something happening? What's happening? Am I still there? I think I'm still there. All right. That one I stuck my finger in. So, okay. So we have a couple. Actually, we never know. We might use some of it. All right. So I'm actually, that is one thing about clay, right? It does get very, very messy. So what I want to do is start sticking. So we're going to have the butterfly, one of the steampunk butterflies coming out. So we're just going to start putting molds around the bottle now, or, you know, the cogs and gears around the bottle. Is something happening on there? I don't know. We've got like a couple people. You guys are spread out as usual, which is fine. But we have like 2 people over on Crafty Creations. And then everybody else is on Terry Lightsy. Okay. So I'm just going to take some of the ones that we have on here, and I'm going to fill in this little area, and then we'll get some of the cheesecloth. Let's try not to get heavy body gel in my hair today. Again, I will also be using the 3D balls as filler. So I'm not worried about that glue right now because I'm going to put some of the 3D balls in there. Some are going underneath and some are going on, but they will be all stacked on top of each other. And I'll probably get some of the metal embellishment of ones that I have and put them on here as well. So good morning, Jessie. Hi, Janine. What's happening? Good evening, Cheryl Rock. How are you? So I know this isn't going to be, you know, all that fun and wonderful to watch, but I'll build up some of this and then I'll do the rest offline and then come back with you guys. And, you know, when we're at be a different step. So that way you're not sitting here bored just watching me put molds on. Really no rhyme or reason, right? I don't want to, I'm going to use some smaller ones because this is, since it is the bottom, actually you need to be careful with that. Not bored. I'm working on the exact same molds right now while watching you. Very cool. You're doing this, the cogs and gears? All right. So in the middle, especially, we're going to have some, we'll probably do, actually, I'll get that out. We're going to probably, you know what? I'm glad I just thought of that. I'm going to get the black cracking paste, and I'm going to put that in the middle. So the cracking paste will be underneath. Let's scoot that up a little bit. I'm going to have this one, I think. So let me get half of that on there. All right. Since that's the bottom. Actually, I'll stick that one right there. Okay. And then let's start doing a little bit here on the other side. Then I'm going to get out the step 1 and the primer. Again, I'm not worried about all this heavy body gel because I'm going to throw some 3D balls in there. That's why I'm kind of trying to work a little bit quicker because I know these are going to set up over here. So I need to catch it while I still can. And then we have some cheesecloth. We're going to do all the things. Again, I don't think we've done any steampunk stuff since the steampunk girl, right? The dress form. Let's put you underneath. Can I get you underneath? Yep. Hi, Joy. Hi, Brenda. You had to get your hair beautified. What? You got to be looking good on that cruise, ma'am. Get your hair did. All right. So we've got a couple. Let's get this little one. Obviously, I'm going to put more. We're going to do a few more molds, but I want to get on what I can, and then we will start. So the one awesome thing, right, about clay is it forms to whatever you need it to. So that little hole that's right here, I'm not going to worry about because I'm going to be able to, stupid hair, I'm going to be able to fill that with some 3D balls. So just really quickly before I move on and this dries, I'm going to, woo, there's foil on here. Good, cuddly, muggly. Oh, the fan is on, the fan is on. Woo. Send help. Yesterday, I turned my fan off. These are all, there's different molds here, but they're all Finnabair molds. Goodness, I turned my fan off yesterday. And then today, so we need that cracking paste. And I'm going to use this 3D balls, the big and the small. So right now, I'm just going to come in. And I'll probably need a little bit of extra. Now, I'm only doing this now because of the overage that's in here already. So I want to just take advantage of that instead of having to put it, in later. But you don't have to do your 3D balls. Like when I did the girl, I did it afterwards. But I'm just going to take advantage of having all of this out right now. And I might as well, instead of letting that dry and then trying to put more on there later, I might as well use it now. So wherever it picks up right now will be fine. That's a little aggressive. We need to put a mold over there. Okay, so I'm just going to take now you're going to notice what baby? What do I have? You're going to notice that you will constantly drop the 3D balls as you're working. So when you're painting, a couple of them might fall off. Don't stress off of it because they're attaching right now to the wet clay, and it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to be stuck down. But as you can see, I like using it because it just serves as a filler and gets some of those empty spaces, so you don't have to worry about butting the molds up so close together, right? So let's do, and most definitely use some type of catch tray because you're going to have these all over the place. Like some are jumping off, but that's fine. That's fine. So I'll push in what I can, and then as I'm painting, and even after this starts to dry, more will drop off. Okay. So there's some that have stuck in there, and I actually kind of like that. Hi, Teresa Cherry. Thank you. I want to make sure that zipper is doesn't get stuck. All right. So again, I'll pick it up later and you guys will see, the little balls falling off. That's fine. I'm not worried about it. All right, let's get. But the 3D balls can be colored, with your paint. So that's why I like these, especially because they'll take whatever paint color you put on there. This probably wasn't, actually my little tray would have done a lot better trying to get through this little hole. All right, so once we get all the little balls out of here. So your cracking paste is a two-step process, right? So you need either the universal primer or any of the step ones from any of the other crackles. And it literally means. So if you have step 1 of the fine line, the random, the transparent, any of those will work as your step 1. They're all interchangeable. Okay, so if you have, yeah, this one, it just bounces too much. Works great for like velvet powder and stuff, but the little balls are obnoxious. All right, let's put this down here. So again, they come in 2 different sizes. Actually, I think they come in 3 sizes. I think there's a micro one too. I'm going to be finding these everywhere. All right, so let's get this back down, and then in the middle here, because we are going to have that butterfly come out, I want to have texture behind here. So let's get the, no, they're not. They're not styrofoam. They're not styrofoam. Hi, Fiona. How are you? Okay, so I'm using the cracking paste primer. This is going to serve as our step 1. So let's see how high up I want this to. Actually, we'll do it all the way up here. If we cover it later, that's fine with molds. All right, so I will lift that butterfly up most likely again with stone paper. So always a clean, dry brush when you're using any of your crackles, okay? So I'm just going to come in and just get in the zipper area. See, these little balls they're loose in there, which is fine. Oops, that's my clay, which is fine. I'm just gonna. Actually, I'm trying to think if I don't know what I'm gonna have around the neck. I'm not going to put clay around the neck, and I don't know what topper we'll put on. So for right now, we will go ahead and put it around this neck area as well. You can never have too much texture. One fun thing about steampunk is there's not a right or wrong when you're doing it. And when you start doing it, just stay with it. It looks crazy at first, but it will all come together. But I find it just to be, it's very fun. Steampunk to me is very fun. All right. Hi, Sophie. Hi, Miss Shauna. Thank you, Nicole. So, depending on how much of that butterfly or which one of the butterflies, so more than likely, again, like I said, I'm going to have that coming out with stone paper. Now, I do want to get out. Oh, wait, did I put it down? Where's my cheesecloth? Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. That's 750,000 molds. Where did my cheesecloth go? Ah, it's on the ground. Because that's a perfect place for it. All right, hair. I'm done with you. I'm over it. You're in my face too much. All right, so I'm going to get some of the cheesecloth, and I think just for some more texture, again, no rhyme or reason, but more texture, I want to put some of that cheesecloth in on the back. So almost like, I don't know, it's just going to be a bunch of texture, y'all. No specific reason why anything is being done. You know, sometimes you just want to play and you don't want it to be pretty and you don't want it to be perfect and all of that stuff. That's me right now. It's over there. Thanks, Nicole. Thank you. Okay. So this is just good old cheesecloth. Okay. So I kind of want strips of it, not necessarily one big piece. We're going to use more molds in a minute. Yeah, let's not have these go everywhere. Okay. Cheesecloth is super fun. You can do all kinds of stuff with cheesecloth. You can, you know, make it for clothes. You can tea stain it. You can do all kind of, add it to your project to do all kind of different textures. So if you've never played with cheesecloth for some texture, you should try it. You will love it. All right. So I'm just going to use some of the fabric hardener from Pentart. Hi, Sandy. I just have a throwaway Tupperware here. I don't even know what it was from. Probably like some lunch, something or another. And I'm going to actually dip my cheesecloth in there. So again, why we had some, you know, the gloves and everything on. And then I'm going to take a little bit of water and just spritz it just a little bit. Okay. Oh. So on top of all the black paint and everything else, now I'm going to have fabric hardener on my shirt, I'm sure. Why not? You know, what doesn't Pentart have? They have everything. That's why we love it. All right, so I'm actually going to take and open this a bit. I don't want it like that, though. I don't want that little stringy. So if I can't get it open, I'm not going to take my good fabric scissors. I'm going to take some scissors. And then I'm just going to lay this. And I'm not going to get it on that. On the universal primer that we put down there. And I'm also just using some of the hardener just to make it stick down. Also, again, you guys can't see. So some of this will be underneath some of the cogs and the gears that are going to be on the sides. I just don't know how much I'll put in the back. Wish I had seen this before you made your bottle. Make another one, girl. There's a million bottles. All right, so let's open this again. And some of it's going to be, you know, gathered. Some of it's going to be flat. I just think, like I said, all the texture, and when we paint it and start doing all the things, that's the more That's the exciting part is, you know, all of this prepping and stuff. It's like, but when you start getting all the paint and everything else on, and you start doing all the things, and you're like, oh yeah, that was so worth it. Is Anya here? Hi, Anya. Are you getting ready for bed, my friend? And I'm going to get tired of messing with this little bits and pieces down here. So I'm actually just going to take this, cut it off, throw that away, and then let's stick this on there. I'll tip it up so you guys can see. I do want some underneath here so that it can go and peek through. .3D ball. Stick it back over there somewhere. All right, let's cut this. I'm just tossing them away because I am impatient and I don't want to, you know, keep fussing with unraveling it, but, you know, you do you. All right, let's get the other side. And I'll try my best not to scrunch it. It's kind of hard, though. Almost feel like, you remember when you did paper mache? Ooh, my water bottle is going to be sticky, icky. All right, let's get this on. That's what I feel like when you're doing paper mache and it's, you had to put it all in there and then spread it out. Never seen anyone use cheesecloth? Really? I have, there's a big canvas I did with the cheesecloth that, oh, wait. Oh, well. That I actually love. I used kind of like a portrait rice paper, and I did a shawl around her with the cheesecloth. Okay. I'll show you guys. You guys know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it so I could show you guys and tip the bottle at one time, but I can't because of it being wet on the other side. But yeah, you could get some like old tea bags or coffee and let this sit in there. And it'll take on that color. I have used it like, you know, when you're doing layering, I've used it underneath like mixed media pieces. A ton, I've done that. Just to have interest behind. Okay, and then let's just a little bit on that side there. I'm making a mess. Well, I don't know of any other way to not make a mess when I've got all of this stuff off on here. There's no easy way. I mean, I guess I could be all dainty and get a paintbrush and put this on, and that is just defeats the whole purpose. Sometimes you're nice and it's time for dainty and cute, and sometimes it's just get in there and get dirty. And we're at the get in there and get dirty stage. All right, stick. But Sue says I'm making a mess. You watch. It won't look like I'm making a mess when I'm done. Stop sticking to me. I don't want to change my gloves. I'm almost done. All right. Stay. It's fabric hardener, Lisa. Pentart fabric hardener. I'll show you the bottle in just a second. I was dipping it in, but it was making the cheesecloth, because I didn't use a big piece. I would cut them into strips. It was making the cheesecloth hard to unravel, and it was taking too much time. But usually what I will do is lay it in the hardener and then put it on. But yeah, that was just not the business today. All right, so let's move that. But you can see, like I said, once you get all of the, the paint and everything on there, I mean, that is just, it's all the texture is going to be so cool. Okay, and then, like I said, we'll do more cogs and gears on the edges here. I just wanted some of it to peek out underneath. And a couple of the 3D balls are getting stuck back here too. That's fine too. I can feel them. I'm not worried about it. All right. I'm going to take my gloves, this, toss it away. I am going to take an alcohol spray bottle and spray my goopy spray bottle and get that off. Put that back. My knees off really quickly, and then I will clean them better. I just want to get the goop off, and then I'll stick that in the cleaner. Let's get this. All right. So now I will take the dryer and dry that front part so we can put on the cracking paste. So the fabric hardener is the Pentart fabric hardener. Okay, and that's available at my TH Decor. So this is kind of what we're looking at. We've got the cheesecloth underneath there. So now anytime you're drying any of your cracking steps, whether it's step 1, step 2, you always want to make sure to keep your heat moving, right? Never let it concentrate in one area because it will burn. Look, that's 3D balls. That's heavy body gel glossy. So we'll put that primer on. So when your step one, your universal primer step one, when it goes transparent like it has here on the neck, then it's ready. So I'll dry this a little bit. It is glass, so I'm not going to keep it on there for too long. Then we will do a couple of more molds and put those on the sides, and then we'll put the paste on there. I might even zip that just a little bit more. Oh, lifted that off of the glue. And obviously that needs to be cut down there, which is fine. Stick that back in there. Okay, so I'm just going to stand that up for a minute. Let's take out some of our molds again. So I'm actually going to grab I know I put oil in those and I didn't do them last time, so I'm just going to take some more baby oil. And then I need to move my gloves. They're in a spot that is so far. Thank you, Sandy. I'm really excited to see this done. Aw, thank you. It's going to be, I think it's going to be awesome. I love when, you know, I get to do all the texture and stuff and then combine it with steampunk. It's just fun. It's just like you just get to play. All right, so I'm going to use that clay that I wrapped up in my baby white. I'm going to take my, and you don't really have to need Joby clay. You know, when you take it out, maybe once or twice, and then it's good enough. Oh, look, we missed one little guy down here. But it's not necessary. So let's take, I like this, the like star shapes, because I can wiggle those in. I know I put some in here. I just didn't move those out. But these little ones like this, I can kind of wiggle them in places and fill up gaps sometimes. That's why I like those. Yeah, see, I didn't have any. All right, good enough. And I don't know why, but now I have 2 palette knives for heavy body gel. So let's get a new palette knife. I might need this bottle, just saying. Oh gosh. You've never heard of baby oil in molds? I've been doing it since you've been watching me. I've been doing it for years, so every time I use a mold, I always use baby oil. All right, so again, I usually roll it into, like, you know, and I don't try to get too fancy with it. I just push and move. You know, a lot of times you spend a lot of times trying to get in there perfect and blah, blah, blah. I don't. I let the palette knife do that for me. I just get it all over, make sure it's in there. I push and move. That's how I learned, finally listened. I know. How many palette knives do you use a day? Probably as many brushes, which is too many. All right, so I'm going to get some more. Yeah, Nicole finally used baby oil one day and was like, oh, I'm like, yep, I know. You never listen to me. But honestly, there's people who I tell them that I use baby oil and they're like, oh, no, no, no. It's going to create a resist on your paint and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay, well, have you ever seen me have problems when I paint? I'm just saying, you do you, whatever you're comfortable with, but don't knock what I do. Because obviously it works. Your way works, my way works, and that's what is awesome about when we create. You just, you create the way that it works for you. Take tips and tricks, give credit when necessary, and just keep it moving. Okay. I always find that if you just stay flush to your mold and just let it roll right down, you'll get all your excess off. This one looks like it's a crazy hot mess, but I promise it'll be fine. Hi, Papas. It's on. Look, you did it. Thank you. It's yeah, and that's just I'm never picking on Nicole. And that's just why there is some. Now I will tell you, when I am using, if I absolutely have really messed up and have forgotten to order my Joby clay, and I have to use DOS air dry clay, sometimes with DOS, I will use cornstarch. And it's because that is such a wet clay that you almost need something to pull that moisture out a little bit. What is that noise? Troy, is that you doing that? Do you guys hear it? It sounds like saw. Hi, Carrie. All right. So again, I'm not worried about it being too perfect. Good enough. I'm going to take a baby wipe again and wrap this in there until I'm for sure knowing that I'm done. And then we're going to, I turned the TV off because something was sounding like a doggone saw or something, son. It was too loud. All right, so flip and roll. I don't even know. Did we do any in here? Oh, the little guys. All right, so for these little guys, I can actually just bend back and pinch. All right, poor thing. I'm sorry, you little guy. All right, these we can flip and roll. Flip and roll. All right. Move over. Some of them that have the, the gear rollings on the outside, you really need to make sure you get your oil into all those areas, which I know by going so fast I am not. So that's why it's given me a fit trying to come out. Okay. Yeah, it's super, super wet. And it's very hard for beginners to learn how to use DOS just because of how wet it is. So if you learned how to use clay by using DOS air dry clay, you will absolutely think Joby is like the next best thing besides air, because it's the texture is perfect. The consistency on it is perfect. So, all right, again, we are going to take our, is this the right one? This is the right one. So let's start getting these little areas filled in. So that's why I was saying I like these, because I can stick them into the little areas like that. So let's get that little guy there. And again, I'm not going to worry about the overage from the heavy body gel, because we will run some more 3D balls in there. Okay. Let's put a... Oh, you want to rip? Then just rip. And actually, let's do that. We'll just stick that right there. I will have to get them, Julie. I don't know. These molds I've had forever, and I don't think I've written the names on the back of these. Because I think I have probably 12, 15 molds right here by me that all have cogs and gears on them. If you know anything about Finn, she usually has at least one cog or gear on every mold that she has. So I pulled a lot of them out. All right, I don't want this one right next to that. So let's come over here and put it over here. That space, I don't mind filling it with the 3D balls, but not that big of a space. So let's stick in a little guy right there. So let's come back over here and put this one. We'll kind of go up on the top there. Remember, these aren't all going to be, this is just the first layer of the cogs and gears that are going down. I actually have the metal ones that I want to layer on top of some of these just for a little extra dimension. So let's marry that up in there. Okay. And then let's do learn something new. I always heard of cornstarch. Cabernet. Yeah, again, it's personal preference, but I've been using it now for, I don't know, since I learned clay. So what? God, a few years now, 5 years, I guess. And it's just always, I think what made me like it even more is when I was using it with the Joby clay. It just was like, oh wow, this is perfect. All right, and then let's start working with some of these on this side. Again, I will finish doing, you know, the mold work off camera too, so that way you guys aren't having to sit through too much of this. I know it's not the funnest part doing, you know, watching this. That's why I'm trying to move super fast and things are flying. 3D balls are flying. Clay's flying. Paint is flying. I just know this part is just not exciting to watch. So, and I could prep it. I could do prepping, but you know, I don't. When I'm not on camera, I feel like I'm in the car, so there's no time to prep. It's like, at least if I'm on live with you guys, this is my time to do what I need to do, and everybody knows that. And you know, I don't have to get up and do dishes or laundry or so. I just made necklaces with metal cogs and wheels. Ooh. That sounds pretty. Okay. So until until I figure out exactly what I want on the back, I'm not going to I don't know if I want to wrap this one all the way back there or if I just want to cut it off. So for right now, I'll end up putting them on there. I'll do it on the back as well. So I was thinking for a minute that I wouldn't put as many on the back, but we'll see. We'll see. You know, it takes on a life of its own sometimes. Oh, yeah. Never mind. All right. Now we have a couple of little fillers before we put on some more of the 3D balls. Let's stick these on real quick before they get lost on my desk. Is Lori here? Hi, Lori. Wow, that was screechy. Hi, Lori. How are you? All right. All right. Troy James, what are you doing to Onyx? All right. I was going to try to see if we could fit that piece in, but okay. So again, really quickly, before some of that dries, I'm going to once again use some of the 3D balls. Let's grab some of the bigger ones as well. And those will take up more. I'm just going to push those in there. What, baby? Oh, PT time? Bring it on over, sir. I'm going to fill in some of these holes that I don't have filled in. And I know, I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. I'm waiting for you. PT time, y'all. Whoa! PT time. Here you go, baby. Yeah, your brother is working overtime today, so we will go get him, but not until all right, if that was enough for you. If that was enough info for you, we're gonna go get him, but not until not until a little bit. Is that all you needed to hear? Was that we're gonna go somewhere? You're so easily pleased. Just love you. All right. So in some of these places where I do want the 3D balls to land and there's no heavy body gel, I'm just kind of putting some in there. Especially in this area here. I gotta open a new heavy body gel, y'all. I'm so super excited. All right. Now let's get out the smaller balls that I should they're more like jumping balls, I feel like. These go all over. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of delicately push because I don't want them to go into the actual mold. I just want it to fill in on the, actually I put the big ones up there. Fill in on the places that need, you know, have some open area. It does. Because it's the best stuff ever, right? It's like, never let you down. You know, if you use heavy body gel, that's whatever you put down is never coming off. So, all right. So, and then I did want to take, actually, there's a couple big ones on my tray. I'll just, and then we could put the cracking paste down. So don't forget, tomorrow, y'all, you can see a train wreck happen while I try to do an event in 45 minutes and an auction. That, you know, if you haven't laughed, you know, enough lately, you need to be at the event tomorrow because you already know I'm going to be having 1,000,002 hot flashes. It's just going to be a hot mess. Mind you, I'm just saying, I would have done it probably anyways, but I didn't know it was going to be 45 minutes. I'm just saying. Okay. Yeah, we will before we go. But yeah, it's going to be a hot, hot mess tomorrow. I don't do anything in 45 minutes, y'all. Shoot. Half the time I can't even get heavy body gel. Heavy body gel. Half the time I can't even get wood down in 45 minutes. Are you kidding me? I'm probably one of the slowest people on earth. 45 minutes and an auction. 45 minutes, an auction, and Terry. Anybody else would be like, yeah, no, she's not in that. She's not in that. All right, let's dry this a little bit, and then we can get our cracking paste primer on. Look at 3D balls are even in my baby oil. Yes, it's going to be true chaos. Thankfully, I'm not doing anything with little 3D balls tomorrow because, shoot. So as you can see, as I'm using the heat, the little 3D balls are falling off. Again, when we get to the painting step, more will fall off. So it might look like there's a ton on, but I would leave it like that. So if you are like, oh no, I'm thinking that maybe it's, you know, too much or whatever, I would actually leave it until you get into your painting process, because more than likely by the time they all start dropping off, it'll be that point where you're like, oh yeah, this looks good. I think it's relaxing, satisfying watching you. Aw, thank you, Pamela. I will be on at 1:15 PST. So 15 minutes later than my normal start time, but hopefully you guys are subscribed to my Telegram. So that way, you know, you will be reminded just in case you're wondering where I am. So if you're not subscribed to my Telegram, it's a free app. And I always send a message. You got your bunny kit, Carrie? Oh, awesome. What do you think? There's a lot of good stuff in there, huh? All right. So these two places are not drying. Do as I say, not as I do. I would, if I wasn't live, I would wait until those dried all the way. However, because I'm live and because I know, I'm going to go ahead and put the cracking paste primer on there, or the cracking paste on there. and I know it'll be fine, but, you know, don't do what I do. You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? I'm not a prepper. That's what I was just talking about. I'm not a prepper. So, though, you know, I'll do as much as I can do, but I'm not a prepper. Like you guys who watch Nicole, you see how she is really good about, like, she can prep all of her clay and all of that stuff behind. I can't do that. I'm not a prepper. Okay, so I am going to trying to think what palette knife I want to use for this. I think I'm going to start out with a smaller one for now, just because I want to get up around. Yeah, I mean, thank you, Connie. They're going to get what they can get, right? I will do, I mean, no matter what, I'm going to finish it. I might not finish it all in that 45 minutes, but before that thing goes in that box later on that evening, it will be finished. But I don't like to leave anybody hanging either. I'm not going to do like a project that's going to take, forever, as far as like be real intricate. But even so, it's still not going to. It's 45 minutes, when in reality, it's actually shorter than 45 minutes because, we got to do the auction. I always take a few minutes to say hello to everybody, and so, but I'll be all right. I'll be fine. 27,000 hot flashes later, I'll be fine. I'll be good. Everybody needs a little adrenaline jolt every now and then. Little bit of anxiety, adrenaline jolt, It's all good. All right, so this is our cracking paste. Basically, your step 2. You can lay it on as thin or thick as you like. So again, this is just going to sit in the background of our butterflies. So I think having it kind of cracked like she's busting through, the zipper, I think is going to look pretty amazing. Hi, Robin. So we'll have this all cracked, and then when we put the butterfly on here, it'll look like she busted through the zipper, if you will. That was kind of like what I was thinking, what I was going for. But, sometimes what your brain wants and what your hands do. Not always the same. All right, so that actually just kind of looks cool just like that. It's actually really good, Lori. We'll try not to distract you with our chatter. Oh, no. You guys would be fine. Probably you not distract. I need to not distract myself with the chatter. Go ahead, Terry. Put the daggone thing in the water, and then notice that you have a big old honking spot that you missed. No worries. You like washing palette knives and brushes and all the things. All the things. Put it back in the water. Yeah, I could never do it, Robin. All right, so, y'all, what are you doing up there? Get down here. Look, it's already cracking. See that? So our butterfly is going to come through the cracks. We have to pick which butterfly, but that'll be after. You see all of those cracks? The zipper, I know, right? So the zipper worked out really well. And then we have a topper that we'll put on. So Nicole was so kind to send me a bunch of toppers. And she actually sent me this bottle as well. So that's probably why she's like, now you need to give me everything back. Yeah, see? So that's why she's going to stake her claim on it. So we will definitely you need to come watch me sometime. What, baby? Putting on your backpack already? I love the way you teach, my friend. I have learned a lot from you. Are you talking to me? Is she talking to me? I never know if you guys are talking to me. Like, I would hate to be like, oh, thank you, Robin. And then she's talking to somebody else. How embarrassing would that be? Oh, thanks, Robin. Oh, you love the way you teach. Oh, thank you. And Robin's like, I'm not talking to you. Oh, good Lord. Okay, look at, can you guys see all of those amazing cracks in there? So we have the zipper. We have our gears. I need to finish doing the gears over. I don't know exactly how I'm going to do the back just yet. So I'll do the gears up here. I think what I'm going to do is almost do, I might cut this and almost do a V-neck down here and only have something here. I don't know. You guys will see when I come back either. Robin. No, I didn't. What did you say? Yep. It back you're the one who put a butterfly on. Oh, you want it back because I put a butterfly on it? So I don't know what I'm going to do to the back. I'm almost thinking not so much a corset back here, but I'm thinking that because the zipper is here like this, and I might even, I don't know, we'll see. But I might do something to the back to make it more tapered, I guess, in the back. So, because I want the cheesecloth to show, but you know what I mean? I don't want gears all around the back. All right. Then in the front here, we have to decide because I will lift up one of these beauties. So we're going to lift up these and we're going to have it coming out of the zipper, just as if it was busting out of the zipper. So we'll have to pick out which one of these beauties more look like it's coming out. And it almost looks like maybe this one, because these are all, you know, dainty and pretty looking, but this one almost looks like it means business. So that one might be the one. I'll let you know which one. Or whatever one Nicole decides. And then, I mean, all the good stuff, like when you did your angel, kind of, yeah, so kind of like that, but what I want is to have the butterfly literally, so the butterfly, we're going to have that like crackled as well, but we're going to have transparent crackle on it, almost like the glass is still landed, you know, like the glass is on, you know what I'm saying? Because I want this to look like she's busted out of there, right? So I want to do some transparent crackle on her, on whatever butterfly, to make it look like kind of like glass is still on the butterfly. A lot of things in here, that need to be interpreted on here. But the only thing I'm going to do without you guys is figure out this part. I'm thinking I'm going to cut this, though, because I don't like how much over that is. So I'm going to probably cut that, taper that, and then do something on the back. But anyhow, that's what we have so far. We're going to also put a topper on here. But I think it's going to look pretty awesome. What's going to kill me is we can't get back to this until Monday. That's not nice. That's not nice. Well, anyhow. So tomorrow, 1:15 Pacific Standard. You're using the colored glass pieces. Ooh. I'm not, only because those are a little heavier. And so because I'm going to have it lifted on stone paper and out of the bottle, I don't know how much weight that's going to, if that's going to look all right. But that would be a really great idea. I love the butterfly with the gears on it that you showed. This one, right? This one. All of them are super pretty. But I think if we had this one, because look at even there's gears down on the bottoms here. And I think that one's the one. I think that one's the one. So anyhow, tomorrow, 1:15 Pacific, 4:15 Eastern. Again, if you guys can participate in the auction, that would be great. None of the proceeds go to me. It goes to the Deb Brown family, that whole thing. So that way everybody's raising money for them. Tomorrow, it's going to be an amazing, amazing benefit for the family. Again, her husband has colon cancer. So look into the Bunny Box Forum, because we are going to talk about everybody's bunny boxes, how the comfortability that everybody has about receiving their boxes, and if we need to push it out till next weekend, because I'm completely okay with that, except it's Easter weekend. So yeah, again, look in that class for us to start up a dialogue about what to do. And then Saturday, I do have Creative Hour. I have Connie's Creations on with me. So she's new to Creative Hour. She'll be not new, crafter, new to Creative Hour. The next few weeks, we have new people on Creative Hour. So, you know, I get around. What can I say? Not really. Well, I get around town. Anyhow, I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening. Thanks, Lucia. And I will talk to you at some point in these next few days. Well, I'll see you tomorrow, but, you know, I'll be frazzled. So, you know, I'll be like, oh. Anyhow, I'll talk to you guys tomorrow, same time. Well, no, not really. Talk to you guys tomorrow. I'm out of here. Bye.